The CCP, or the Chinese Communist Party, was founded by Li Daxiao, Chen Duixu, Su Enlai, and of course Mao Zedong. Many believe that the party began its rise to power as the four met at the May 4th movement and discussed their ideals with one another. When finding out that they all supported communism, they plotted their rise to the top. The CCP was officially established in July of 1921 with their first leader, Xi Jinping. The four all agreed that the current government in China was not doing a good job, especially with the people facing poverty, which was most of the country at the time. They agreed that their ideal communist social system would do the country justice, and they all became very close with each other. The four founders and current members of the party attempted to spread their ideals to other people in order to allow their views to prosper in their own country. As seen in the early stages of the Communist Party, Mao Zedong was one of the most dedicated and hard-working men of the Communist Party and was working very hard day and night to spread the communist ideas. The CCP was on its rise to power and was a huge hit with the lower classes of China. Despite their differing viewpoints, CCP joined forces with the GMD to defeat and overthrow the warlords of China. After working together to overthrow the warlords, the GMD stabbed the CCP in the back and attacked them. This led to the start of the Chinese Civil War and the CCP's historically known Long March.
Mao Zedong escaped and began a 6,000-mile trek north to establish a new camp. Walking 30 to 40 miles a day, the marchers crossed rivers, mountains, and rugged grasslands. Between 70 and 90,000 people died during the arduous journey. Despite the casualties, Mao gained many supporters along the way.
After the Long March, many saw Mao Zedong as the true leader of the CCP. Fast forward down the line into the future, Mao Zedong needed and wanted a plan that would not only be effective, but would make his country and economy grow bigger and stronger than it already was. This plan he created was called the 5-year plan, and in 5 years he would hope that his economy would grow stronger and bigger. In later years, Mao realized the country didn't have the same energy as the beginning, and he wanted to and needed to change that.
To join here, I was totally pour my energy, even my life, into it to support whatever Mao asked me to do.
Mao had decided to mobilize the young people as the driving force of a vast campaign to purify the Communist Party. There was to be a new revolution, a cultural revolution, a revolution in people's thinking.
Mao's thought was that in order to have the people favor him more, was to get rid of all things that reminded the country of its own past. Many people disagreed with this, but had to go along with it anyways in order not to be killed. To make sure everything from the country's history and past that was not dealing with Mao was handled, he made sure that he had people called Red Guards, which kept everyone in check and would kill and hurt people when disobeying the almighty Mao. Many children actually turned in their parents to the Red Guards, which they later regretted in their life. The death of Mao Zedong was the end of Maoism, and many people were very hurt by this. After Mao's death, the government wanted everything that Mao had taken away back, and are still asking for artifacts till this day. CCP's first leader was Xi Jinping, who was later replaced by the infamous Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong wanted to change China by using communism, and in the end, most of his changes ended up being changed back by the government.